Alright, so we continue to module 2, our micro credential. So for the topic 2, we look at into indoor environmental equality. In short form, we call it as IEQ, and also indoor air quality IAQ. Okay, right. So the subtopic will be about building elements, building materials, and also lighting design. So what the lighting, we look at into the green type of lighting where it is sustainable. Okay, all right. So the topic cover which are what is indoor environmental quality IEQ and also indoor air quality IAQ. So we gonna check and also study on definition, seed building syndrome, SBS, and also chemical triggers, and IEQ technology and tools. So the second topic we will study on appropriate materials and products, the definition, promoting health through design, housing options, a safe and healthy environment, healthy materials, and also we call it as green materials or sustainable materials, guidance on improving ventilation on indoor air quality in buildings amid the COVID-19 situation, and also the last topic for this module on lighting design, or we also can say just green lighting design. Okay, all right. So actually, what is indoor environmental quality? IEQ in short form, or EQ as well. So we can say IEQ or EQ. Okay. Indoor environmental quality, this EQ refers to the quality of buildings, environment related to the health of occupants within it. EQ is determined by many factors, which is including lighting, air quality, and damp conditions. Workers are often concerned that they have symptoms or illness caused by exposures from the buildings where they work. One reason for this is because their symptoms often get better when they are not in the building. Right? Alright. Research has shown that some respiratory symptoms and illness can be associated with damp buildings. It is unclear what levels of indoor contaminants show that workers are at risk for disease. Determining which contaminants are responsible for suspected building-related condition can be challenging. Many times, the results of medical tests and environmental tests are non-sufficient. Alright. By the way, for this EQ element, there is four main element or character for the indoor environmental quality, which is well-being, productivity, health, and also comfort. Okay. Alright. So IEQ also present, or we could get the proper or the good IEQ in the building by proper acoustic, proper lighting design, and also thermal comfort and indoor air quality. So this is four element for me, for characteristic. This is defined for the bigger scope. Or okay, example here, well-being. So it is check in detail in terms of acoustic here. Okay, productivity. So actually a good lighting could increase the productivity of the people. No, productivity of maybe someone working in classroom example. Okay, so a good classroom design might be could enhance the productivity of the students in the class. Alright. So in terms of health, so there is a thermal comfort we should evaluate, and also we should check uh, in enclosed space. Okay, alright. So for the comfort as well, so it is represent under indoor air quality. So a good indoor air quality, it could give comfort to the occupants and also user. Right. So this is indoor environmental quality element, IEQ element, that you should study and also understand. Okay. Alright. Actually, we spend more times indoor than ever before. So I mean, like the indoor environment should really healthy, where if that indoor space is it is not healthy, it could impact to the well-being of the occupants. Okay, all right. Okay, for the detail indoor environmental quality or EQ. So example, for the air quality, so if the air quality is not good, so what's the contaminants of that space? So there is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, ozone, nitrogen oxide, more, and bacteria, smoke, and also volatile organic compound. So this is the things that uh, we should evaluate, and we should check in that indoor air quality. Okay, right. So perceive with visual comfort. What was that? So actually visual comfort, there is thing there are the criteria that you should check, to achieve visual comfort, of the user, or of the occupants. Okay, visual ergonomics, glare, natural light, artificial lighting, view, privacy, and also breathing design, where all these criteria, or all of the elements here that I mentioned just now, it is very important to get or to achieve visual comfort of the user. Okay, so example, if the building using natural light, so actually it could impact more for the well-being of people rather than you not using natural light in a building. Okay, right. I mean, like, existence of natural light could impact for for the health of the people. I mean, could increase the health of the people. Okay, example here, artificial lighting. Actually, okay, designer should check, the intensity of the lighting design, where I mean, if the intensity of lighting, power of the lighting, it is overdose, I could say, so it might impact for well-being of people as well, because actually it is not healthy, because we should follow there is formulation, or maybe it is not, maybe it is, there are tools that we could check the level of the intensity of light in a room. So suppose we should check it is not over the, what we call it, the benchmark of good lighting design for the room. Okay, alright. Actually, the way we design the building, so we should use both natural light and also artificial light. Alright. Okay, and we go for acoustic comfort. So it is included sound insulation, noise level, and also privacy. Okay, and we go to thermal comfort as the fourth characteristic of the EQ, where it is air velocity, humidity, air surface temperature, and also clothing, and also insulation and activity level. Okay, alright. Alright, this is actually in detail what is thermal comfort. Thermal comfort describes the human satisfactory perception of the thermal environment. It refers to a number of conditions in which the majority of people feel comfortable. Okay, thermal comfort is rated amongst the most important condition for improving comfort and satisfaction of occupants with their indoor environment. Based on a review of various studies, in most buildings, the ceiling is the least disrupted surface. It is free of objects or covering. Okay, right. So this is the elements of thermal comfort. We could see here metabolic rate, no, to know how is our metabolic rate, clothing insulation, no, air velocity, mean radiant temperature. So we should know, no, the temperature of the room. You go higher where it is not really suitable for the human body temperature. Okay, and also relative humidity and also air temperature. Okay, so to know air temperature in a building, it is really important as well, no, yeah, maybe too cold, it is not really good to the well-being of people as well. Okay, all right. Okay, how to produce a good thermal comfort in indoor environment? So four components of thermal comfort, no, there is metabolic rate, clothing insulation, air velocity, mean radiant temperature, relative humidity, and also air temperature. Where We should consider all these character, to achieve a good thermal comfort in indoor environment. Okay, alright. So acoustic comfort, what's that? Acoustic comfort is the perceived state of well-being and satisfaction with the acoustical condition in an environment. Acoustic comfort is one of the factors that most affects that well-being and performance of worker. Noise is one of the most frequent pollutants in workplaces and even at levels far from those that cause hearing damage. It can lead to other effects such as physiological and or physio psychological alteration. Okay, interior acoustic is about the airborne sound inside the room, how it interacts and proliferates with the room's surface and object. Okay, alright. Sound propagates at 344 ms, 1250 km per hour at room temperature and results in multiple reflection with walls or object before a sound wave subsides below the audible threshold. Okay, alright. How do you get acoustic comfort in a building? Okay, specify acoustical ceilings with a noise reduction coefficient (NRC) of 0.775. Okay, choose systems furniture with a 60-inch minimum height and have sound absorbing surfaces on both sides. Avoid placing lighting fixtures directly over partition. They reflect sound to adjacent work areas. So basically, whatever lighting feature that you're gonna install in a building is supposed no not directly to the wall. Okay, alright. Actually, acoustic comfort for a room, no, or for an interior space or for the building, we should check in everything, no, through electronic devices, such as no radio, microphone, speaker, no TV, and also the outside, the outside impact, such as no the airport, no, the way how we locate the building from the really high sources of acoustic, such as the plane, public transport, such as train, car, and so on. Okay, right, right. So this is you can check in detail. The prism model is designed to allow designers to specify the use of two types of acoustic materials in office. Actually, this is in office space. Okay, right. So there is some formulation that we should know uh, to calculate and to count the right acoustic for a room. Okay, alright. So what is visual comfort? Visual comfort is usually defined through a set of criteria based on the level of light in a room, the balance of contrast, the color temperature, and the absence of or presence of glare. There are actually many different definitions of visual comfort and what you should measure as part of it. Okay. Visual comfort for a room we should consider a lot, no, through natural light and also artificial light, where these both character we should evaluate, and also we should check, no, the intensity of these both features. No? Okay, right. Right. If you look at this pyramid diagram here, so how we could achieve a good visual comfort, by the way. So this is occupant satisfaction and well-being. Okay, so if you look at in terms of discomfort, insufficient lighting, glare and high contrast, wrong color or color temperature, habitability threshold. Physical comfort, good workspace lighting according to existing guidelines, and also neutral atmosphere. So the color of light should be neutral atmosphere. And optimal, this is functional comfort. Okay, so it is optimal workspace lighting, optimal color temperature, and also comfortable atmosphere. And psychological comfort, adjustable workspace lighting, dynamic changes in lighting levels, dynamic changes in color temperature, and also individually control atmosphere. Okay, so this is the things that we should check in order to have a good visual comfort in a room. Okay, alright. Visual comfort lighting expert Laura Twyler talks about the evolving definition and measurement of visual comfort and how we can design buildings that meet consumer preference and individual. So if we look at even this picture where there is coming through to the building the natural light. So natural light we also can say as sunlight. Okay, right. Okay, what is indoor air quality? Okay, indoor air quality IAQ refers to the air quality within the around buildings and structures, especially as it relates to the health and comfort of building occupants. Understanding and controlling common pollutants indoors can help reduce your risk of indoor health concerns. In other words, refer to the condition of the air inside buildings, including the extent of pollution caused by smoking, dust mites, mold spores, and radon and other gases, including chemicals of gas from construction materials, furnishings, furnitures, and equipment. So this is quoted by APA 1995. Okay. What is indoor air quality all about? So it is include the airborne particles, no, household odors and gases, volatile organic compounds, and also microorganisms. So under airborne particles, there are diesel exhaust, carbon black, dust, smoke, fibrous plant, mate, hair, and also pollen. So what is a house odors? So it is cooking odors, bad smells, cigarette smoke, chemicals, sink or drain smells. So VOC it is include paints, glues and varnishes, wood preservative, cleaning supplies, office equipment, also furniture, and also bacteria. So this is for under microorganism, bacteria, mold, fungi, yeast, mites, and virus. Okay, so this is the the what we call it, the contaminant in a room, right? So this is the same thing as well. Why does indoor make us sick? So it is odors, volatile chemical from furniture and construction materials, from fibers, fine particle and chemicals from humans and process, mold toxins, nanosite pollution particle from outdoor as well. Okay, alright. Alright, actually, poor IEQ also related to sick building syndrome (SBS). What is SBS? Actually, defined as a variety of symptoms such as cough, runny nose, inflamed and or itchy eyes, sore throat, headache, etc., affecting some of building's occupants while they are in the building. So, other related to IEQ illness, such as when people experience allergic reactions in particular interior environments, people with asthma may also find that they are more likely to have an episode in particular interior environment. So, actually, yeah, we should often check, the level of IEQ in our building, our house. Okay, all right. This same thing, yeah, we just you can check, no. Okay, this is important just now. So this is indoor air pollutants, just I mentioned to you right now. And so this is also same thing, source of indoor air pollution, where you can look and also study by your own later on. Okay, right. Source of indoor pollutants same as well, no. If you go detail bathroom, such as mold, mildew, odors and other microbial pathogens for the air conditioning unit as well. So it is pollutant for the building as well. Unable to remove pathogen, VOCs and odors circulates without ventilating rooms, living room, animal hair, dust, and then the tobacco, smoke, diesel, particles, and etc. So for others, you can check by your own, study for preparing for assessment later on. Okay, right. Okay, what is the different EQ versus IEQ? Okay, indoor air quality quantifies the minimum acceptable air quality that promotes the health and comfort of the human occupant. This includes the removal of harmful pollutants coming into the occupied space from outside or those being generated inside this space. IEQ is a subset of IEQ. Okay, what is indoor environmental quality? On the other hand, is a broader term that includes many factors such as air quality, lighting, acoustics, and thermal conditions inside the building that affect the health and well-being of the occupant. A better IEQ rating increases the quality of life of the residents in the building. IEQ is about what we breathe. IEQ more comprehensively is about what we breathe, see, hear, and feel inside a building. Okay, right. So this is the diagram where it is indoor environmental quality (IEQ) about energy efficient home. So energy efficient home, it is improved indoor air quality. So it is you know we not included this VOC in our environment. Okay, reduce daily risk of symptoms. No? Uh, Such as eye fatigue, atopic, dermatitis symptoms, and also respiratory symptoms. Let's say the SBS, the seat building syndrome. Okay, okay, high insulation or air tightness. Also, this is might be in overseas, but in our scope, we are tropical condition. We can check. No, our tropical condition design. No, should reflect environmentally friendly design. Okay, and also supply fresh air. Alright. Okay. Right, and also should there is a monitoring no for the air temperature or thermal comfort of the building. Alright. That's all for the topic module 2. So you can continue you can continue to module 3 if you finish this assessment. Okay. Right.